We are rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Four Boys, episode 43. It's the Troy Polamalu episode. Is that a
Who?
good poll? Troy Polamalu,
Uh,
the safety for the Steelers back in the day. He had the long hair. He might have been gay.
what about Pascal Siakam, man?
That's another. I had him on the list too.
Yeah.
But Siakam, I wanted to pick someone who's actually like a good athlete. And so
Yeah.
I went with Troy Boy.
Palomano. No, yeah, Troy Palomano is actually pretty famous.
Yeah, the Head and Shoulders commercials. Have you seen those? Where his hair looks nice and he's
Who hasn't?
locker room. Yeah,
Who hasn't, dude?
I always thought it was weird. I think Patrick Mahomes is in some of those commercials now, but he doesn't have nice hair.
You don't think he has nice hair?
It's okay, but it's not long and luscious. It's not Fabio type.
Not like your hair, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude,
Like sticking up in the back. It looks great.
oh man. Do you put that? Do you use hair product?
I don't actually. Do you?
No.
Yeah, I've never done that. So at my barber, I get my hair cut by this gay guy named Nick, and he's always like, well, I'm not gonna do the voice, but he's always just like, he's like, product? Do you want any product at the end? I'm like, no, but you can touch me in other areas. But I always just say no.
You do, huh?
He's a hot guy, but
Yeah.
he gives a good cut and he does other things well.
How
And,
much do you pay? How much do you pay for your haircut?
dude, so this blew my mind. This is something we could talk about. Normally, I pay around 30 to 35 for
Is
my
that including tip?
that like 35 is the including tip, but
Tip.
yeah, I know. Sometimes I won't tip at all. I'll give Nick a
You'll tip in other ways, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give Nick a different tip of mine. But dude, the one I recently paid for was like $44. They just raised the price. And so I don't know if I'll go back there, even though I love
44 bucks.
yeah,
Nick did you dirty, huh?
yeah, they just raised it. That's including tip, but still, like that's
Oh my
so
god,
much
that's
money.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's so much money.
Yeah,
I need to go
I
back to
pay.
Supercuts or something.
Yeah, I go to Supercuts. It's like right now it's 15 bucks, and then the tips like $5.
Oh,
So
that's
it's like
amazing.
20 bucks. Yeah.
When I was living in LA, Jake and I, that apartment, there was a Supercuts walking distance. I would go there all the time, and they would, fuck up my head. It was
Yeah.
good. It was under, yeah, it was like 20 something. I should do that. I should just start doing that again.
Yeah, they definitely mess up the hair. I mean, look at this. It's nothing to show off. You
Yeah,
got you
it's
you
not
got good
great.
haircuts though.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Nick does a real good job, man. Nick does a good
He
job.
does. Oh my God, I miss him already. Um, but dude, this is a funny episode. It's really interesting because we have such loyal fans. We have people who want to ask us about our accounting lives and how everything's going. Um, there's no sports, which I think people are happy about because me especially, I'm always like, oh yeah, Jared Goff, what team is he on now? Like I'm clueless. I just don't know anything. And so
Yeah, you could say it.
yeah, and so we try to talk sports, and you really, I mean, I
I
know,
love it. I love it. That's my favorite part of the pod. But
yeah,
I don't think Will or Garrett or even Jamie cares for it,
yeah, yeah, that's true. But
Oh,
we'll
speaking
share.
of,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the way, speaking of loyal listeners, we just want to make an announcement. My boy Jake, about our boy Jake.
Oh yeah. Gosh, do we share these public things? I mean,
Isn't that what he wanted? Because he wanted us to, clear the air to all our listeners.
yeah, yeah. Jake
Or
is
should we get him? Should we get him on to explain himself?
no, we can air it out now. I forgot he requested that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he ended things with Leech bitch. Was that her name? I don't know what nickname he gave. It was something like that. I think
Yeah.
her first name was Leach, and so they ended things. And so Jake is a free agent. To the millions of listeners, we have so many females,
Yeah.
on the tube.
he wanted it to be known. I don't think TMZ got it, so we're covering it here first. To any of the TMZ reporters listening to this, feel free to write away.
Yes.
And you know, it. He was very heartbroken about it, but I think he's ready to move on.
Yeah, not too many tears. And he's he's in that Dallas area. I'm sure he'll go wet and wild. Dude, this past week, one of my friends from who lives in Austin now was visiting Portland. He was shitting on Portland the whole time. He was born and raised here. You know, he has family here, and he lived in Dallas for like a year. Then he moved to Austin.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he was just
Portland.
like, yeah, man, I could never be in Portland. Like, you know, Austin's just the vibe. Like the dating scene here is great. It's just a fun time. And this dude almost became a father on accident. I'm just gonna blow this guy up. I'm not gonna say his name, but buddy of mine, I went to high school with him. You know, we've seen each other's things. He fucking was hooking up with this girl in Dallas when he first moved there. And, you know, they would see each other out at bars. They're like, hey, you know, nice dick or whatever. And they would hook up. And she told him, she's like, yeah, I'm on the pill. I'm on the, oh God, I see Alec typing. I always get scared it's going to be some chat. But no, she's like, I'm on the pill. You know, go raw dog me, you know, fuck me good, fuck me long and hard, I think is what he used to say to me, but what she said to him in this instance. And, you know, he would just pull out every time. And he said one of the last times that they were hooking up, he was like, all right, I'm going to, you know, I'll reenact it. He's like, all right, I'm going to finish. And then she wouldn't get off of him. She was like latched on, and he's like, I'm going to finish. And then he had to like basically shove her away so he could, you know, spread his baby gravy. And he was like, what the fuck? Like in his head, he's like, what the fuck was that? Like, why didn't she get off sooner? And he was very passive aggressive. He's like, haha, you got to be better about that, whore, or whatever he said to her. And they part ways. They stop talking. A couple months later, he's on Instagram, and they had followed each other. She's pregnant with another dude's kid. And that could have been him. Because she was a baby trapper, I think is the name.
My God.
Yeah, so it could have been him, but he shoved her off.
Is he sure it's not his?
Well, that's a good cue. I don't know. I didn't really ask if the timelines lined up, but I don't think it is because well, you know, the pullout.
The timeline could line up, by the way.
Yeah. Damn, I'll have to follow up because this is huge. I always feel weird telling these stories that aren't about us specifically because
Can we bring him on there?
We could. He used to have a podcast that they just stopped doing it because they're not consistent like us.
Not getting enough views, not in the millions.
They don't have loyal fans who pay for cameos. And
we'll talk about that later. Folks.
Yes. But
that's crazy, man.
He could have been a father. Yeah, he could have, you know.
Is that something he wants?
Not with her, not at this age. He's like our age. He's got a future to build. He lives in Austin now. He's probably trying to network with Elon and Joe Rogan. He's got more important things going on than raising a shithead son or daughter.
So what is that? Does he have any valuable lessons for us?
Well, I mean, I think just the random hookups in general are pretty dangerous. And then wear a Johnny, put on a Magnum. In my case,
let me ask you this. What if he found that she was pregnant? What would he do? What would you do?
Yeah, well, he's in Texas, so he has to have it.
Unless what, he convinces her to come to Oregon, meet his family, and then
yeah. Dude, I don't. In my case, I'd be like, you gotta fucking kill that kid.
Dude, I think in your case, the girl would want.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. She'd be like, I can't have this shithead raising a. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But
Oh
bro,
wow, that I think that's like the best story I've heard on this podcast.
yeah, fucking nuts. I mean, how
Oh my
crazy is
god,
that
man,
he.
I don't know about the best story to be honest. I think the stripper story, the strip club story was okay.
Yeah. I like
Mm.
um
The McDonald's story was
the
good.
original stripper story was great. Now that I think about it. Like it was the anniversary. I think the anniversary of that trip is coming up. We've been doing this pod for like almost a year now.
I feel
Um,
old.
I know. Yeah, it's fucking insane. Um, but anal. I don't know. What else did we have, Brody? I'm trying to think if there's anything else with this story. Yeah, this guy, my friend, he's not a father. Thank God. He would be an awful father.
I thought the way you were going with the story, almost father, was when he was about to become a dad, he transitioned, and now instead of being an almost father, he's a mother.
Yeah,
And I honestly thought that's the direction you were going to go with.
yeah. I think in Texas they beat you up if you do that. So
That's all they would do.
well, it'd kill him if he went to a woman. Um, dude, that is so scary to think. Just having a kid right now, like that would be.
Yeah, dude, that's a spooky story. You should have saved that for our Halloween episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
Um,
Will and Garrett. I hope we didn't scare you guys out too much.
Yeah, dude, this is some personal stuff that I normally wouldn't share on the pod, but like, I've been dating this girl for a while. Been dating
Who,
her for
you?
a while.
A
Yeah.
girl or a guy?
Well, that's a good point. For the sake of humor, let's say it's a guy. Been dating this guy a while, and she has a bunch of like uh religious friends just from high school and stuff. And so I went to a wedding like 2 weeks back. I keep saying she. My male
He.
partner.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of friends, and two of them got married. It was a straight wedding, unfortunately. Um,
Yeah. Boring.
Dude, I hate fucking straight people. But anyways, we went to
Sorry.
the wedding, and they're both like 23 or something, just getting married. Like
So is that what you think
wedding
it's
was
on his mind?
the wedding was like 40K. Like they balled out on this venue. I'm sure the parents paid for everything. Like it's
Dude, what's 40K for your parents, man? Don't they have like a personal chef and
well,
stuff like that?
no. Mine,
What are you 400K?
we'd fly everyone out to Hawaii for mine. This was some
Yeah.
low budget Washougal, Washington BS.
Yeah.
But
Trash wedding.
yeah, no, it was awful. They had like salmon platters. Yeah, just not my style. But anyways, there are these young folks, younger than us, tying the knot, committing to each other
So are
forever.
you scared that's what's on his mind now?
Yeah, I'm worried that he will propose, and I'll be like, oh my God, Nathan.
So so let me ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
How serious is this relationship? How long have you guys been going out?
Oh my God, dude. A long time. I've been with him. It's been like 7 months or something.
Are you serious?
Dude, it's been a while. Yeah.
7 months? Is
Yeah.
he a loyal listener?
No, that would be really bad if he was tuned in right now and I was just, trashing him.
Did he find you from TikTok?
No, thank God, no. We went on a couple dates and he found like a friend referred him to which was good because like I always never know how to bring that up. Like whenever I would go on dates in the past, I would just be like, do I tell people I make these bad videos? Like how do I
And was he not offended with it?
No, which is very shocking and rare. And that's when you know it's like
Ah,
I'm like recording myself saying like retard and all.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'd think any guy from Portland would just be like, this is not okay. This is, not PC, if you will. I'm more of a Mac
Yeah.
guy, not a PC. But he was cool with it. And so, yeah.
And let me ask you this. When
Yeah.
did you and him have the conversation to become, officially boyfriend, girlfriend? Or have you guys not even had that conversation?
Boyfriend and
Oh,
boyfriend.
sorry, boyfriend and boyfriend. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. No, we, like, maybe like 2 months in.
2 months in. Whoa, dude, this is breaking news for all our listeners.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think maybe Garrett was kind of into you. I think that's why
Yeah.
we had him on. I hope this doesn't hurt our, listenership.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I was like, do I mention this on the recording? Like, we don't want to give away too much personal stuff, but I feel like that's what, the millions want to hear. Because normally we're just like, oh yeah, Luca had a bad week, and it's like,
As if we know who Luca is.
yeah, exactly. we're just kind of bullshitting.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
no,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
you
kidding.
actually
No,
stay
no,
up
no, no.
on it.
No, no.
But yeah, you stay up on it, whereas I'm just like,
You're too busy with your boyfriend.
that's true. Yeah, and making
Yeah.
bad videos. But dude, I did have I wrote down a couple notes. I wrote Troy Polamalu. I wrote Siakam, and then I wrote down nosebleeds. That was my other note for today, dude. I've been getting these crazy.
Me too.
Really?
I thought you were randomly like you knew about mine.
No, wait. You go first. I've been talking too much.
Oh
What
no, I just get
happened?
nosebleeds all the time now. It's just in like
Yeah,
the office randomly. When I wake
yeah.
up in the morning. When I'm on the can, like randomly, it just happens.
Really? Like
Yeah.
when did it start for you?
I mean, well, like I think it gets. I've had it since I was a kid, but I think like it gets whatchamacallit more active during the summer months just because it's I
Yeah,
think drier and warmer
yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean
How
it
how
doesn't bother me
frequent,
nowadays.
how frequently are we talking? Like how frequently do you get them?
Um, I want to say my last one was Friday. So I mean it's not that frequently, but frequent enough where it's at least once or twice a week.
Wow. Okay. So
What
okay.
about you?
So mine's really weird where like so when I was a kid, I used to get them all the time as a kid. Like part of it was just random, part of it was my brother just like hitting me in the face.
Punching you.
Yeah, during
You got a punchable face.
yeah. And
During what?
oh, never mind. And but dude, I mean, I would just get them all the time to the point where I had my nose cauterized, which I don't even know what that means, but it's this whole medical procedure where they get up in your nostrils and they like singe it or something so you just will bleed less. Like it heals.
That sounds creepy, scary.
Yeah. And I had that as a kid, so it stopped. But dude, I kind of like you in the summer times, I'll get like one or two of I got a couple of them last summer. Dude, the past few weeks, I've been getting like one every other day. Like it's just been, and some of them it's like a drop or two, and I'm like, oh shit, and I just put a tissue in, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
same.
Other ones are big, where it's like it bleeds for like 5.
Even after you got cauterized?
Yeah, so I got cauterized as a kid, and I
I've heard
think
people
it
getting
just
cauterized like multiple times. I've heard
yeah
of people getting, so
yeah.
you might have to get re-cauterized.
That's at the point where I'm like, talking to my parents, I'm like, this is kind of fucked. And so I'm planning to call a dude today about it.
Trying to have
Our
rich
listener,
daddy pay for the procedure.
well, I'm on my own insurance now, so I'll have all that shit.
Do rich people have insurance, or they just pay for these procedures out of
I
pocket?
think there's like the Epstein plan or something. I don't know, but yeah, we got something. But if there's any pod listeners who will do it for free, Garrett, if you want to burn my nose, like that would be delicious. But dude, it's that's comforting to hear that it happens to you too, at least. Like it's the weirdest thing where like I'll just be hanging with people, and then all of a sudden
Your nose is bleeding. Yeah.
ruined the vibe. Like I was speaking of rich, one of my friends, he lives with his parents, but they have a pool, so they're big time. Yeah,
Dude,
they're
don't you own like half an ocean or something? Doesn't
yeah
your dad own like something like
yeah.
half of the Pacific Ocean is
He owns the Willamette River. But fucking this
there?
dude has a pool. We were playing some handball game in the pool, having a great time. All of a sudden, I just randomly start gushing, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go to this dude's bathroom, ruin one of his towels with a gallon of blood, and everyone hates you. Everyone's like, this fucking guy. They hated me before that, but they're like, this
They already hate, yeah, this buzzkill. Yeah. They're like,
yeah,
why do we ever invite this guy?
yeah.
And you better believe that was your last invite to this poor schmuck's house with a
It,
pool.
it certainly was. I was in the bathroom, like, cleaning the blood, and they're like, why do we do this? Why is he?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like a pity invite and then like a pity invite gone wrong. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Now I can
There's
totally see that.
very,
Hey, can I ask you something?
yeah.
Does your boyfriend mind?
Well, it's annoying for him too. Like it's happened a couple times in front of him where I'm like, we're getting things are getting spicy, and all of a sudden I'm bleeding all over his dick, and
That
it,
that 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 was the question I was gonna ask, and you answered it. So
yeah.
very good.
But
And are you afraid your boyfriend is into you for your dad's money?
oh well, gosh, I didn't really think about that, but
Oh,
I
I'm
feel like
sorry to bring that.
my boyfriend's family does pretty well. So
But not your dad owns, half the Pacific
yeah,
Ocean.
I think he wants a cut of the Willamette River, uh, and, and all the other things that come with the luxury, the luxury life.
Has he seen the gym you work out at?
Not yet, and that's the that'll be they'll propose when they see that. They'll be like, I gotta lock this.
Dude, I was actually thinking of having my wedding at that gym. Like, like if I
Yeah,
ever find someone, maybe don't like, that'd be. I've seen your gym. It is literally amazing. It's beautiful.
yeah,
And it can accommodate, I think, a reception of a few
yeah,
hundred people. So that's what I'm hoping for.
yeah,
When it
absolutely.
comes to that, I'll ask you.
For sure. Yeah, we could give you
Yeah.
a tour, or we could flirt. Um, yeah, dude. Uh, bro, can we, I don't know if we could talk about this openly because you're at work, but we just abruptly ended last week's episode. I looked back at the recording and it was hilarious. Just the look on your face when, your boss walked into the room, and I'm like, all right, folks, we got to wrap this one up.
Well, so first of all, when she did that, I turned the brightness completely down.
Yeah,
And I just pretended like I wasn't, you weren't there. As you know, I sent you a quick message. You probably thought I was nuts because I sent like a chat to like a dark screen.
yeah,
And then like I think I whispered something to say goodbye, but I was.
yeah. Yeah, you all of a sudden just clammed up. You were like, all right, Alex. Yep. All right. Yep. Have a good one. Yep. Like you stopped saying slurs and all the stuff you normally say.
Yeah, exactly. You know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I asked you, like, did you guys end up talking after that? Was she like, hey, how are things going? Like,
No. She didn't know what was going on
yeah.
because, like I said, the screen was dark.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, dude, I was worried about you. I don't want you losing your job for the podcast. Although, it wouldn't hurt if
Although I'm
we
making, yeah. Although we're making like a good salary off this pod, anyways.
yeah, oh my God, I know. Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
my job is the side hustle. This is the main,
This is yeah. No, I could tell.
yeah, this is the main source of income. Dude, but the nosebleeds, yeah, I'm looking into, have you looked into getting stuff caught? Or I mean, if you're having it that
I don't. Unfortunately, my dad's not as rich as yours, so I
yeah,
don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I could afford a procedure like that.
yeah, I get it. It's just it happens
Yeah,
so frequently that I'm like, this fucking sucks. Like I don't want to be at a wedding or at like a thing, and I'm like,
with your boyfriend.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm like, is my nose gonna get destroyed?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think you should get a cauterize for sure.
Um, yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna go
I
for it.
think you should. I think you should. Yeah, because my
We should
brother-in-law, I think, did it twice.
really, yeah, we should.
You know.
We'll put that on the Patreon. We'll film me getting it, and we'll have the doctor, rubbing me down, and yeah, that'll be a good time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, that would.
Yeah, dude. Sports are at a rough place right now. I was at the gym yesterday, the nice gym, and they were playing the MLB
So,
All Star game. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. That's where we're at. Where my gym is like, yeah, we'll throw this on.
dude, I mean, at least we had the summer league, couple of days ago, and now that's over with. There's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
no more. There's nothing.
yeah,
Dude, I gotta say, the life of an NBA player though is kind of nice, right? Like, if you're
yeah,
working basically from October to like what, April?
yeah. And you play basketball. That's your job.
Yeah, and get to travel and
Yeah,
oh man, I'd love to be a basketball player. How can I
yeah.
do that?
This is a hot take. I know this is a hot take. Might be better than audit. And
I
play.
know, I know. I'm thinking that, man. But the only thing is, like, I guess you have to travel like every like one night or 2 nights to like a different location. I guess that could kind of be hectic,
Yeah,
right?
you don't get DoorDash orders for a busy season. Like they don't get any of that.
Yeah,
They have to
true.
go to like a
Just
hotel 5.
5-star restaurant. Yeah,
Yeah,
they have to order like room service. I guess.
yeah, yeah.
Do you think? Wait, do you think these guys get per diem?
Mm, mm. I don't know. I feel like they get paid enough money. They're just like you cover.
No, I think they definitely get paid per diem.
Huh?
Do you think these guys have a corporate card? Like let's say LeBron James, he has a corporate card, and let's say he goes one night to like $1,000 sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you think the Lakers are saying anything about that?
No, I feel like they want to keep him happy. Because he's a kind of important player. If KCP spends $20, they would have killed him back in like 2020. Yeah, if you got like the side guy, like who is that? AR-15, Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves,
If
yeah.
that dude gets a coffee at Starbucks, I think they cut him. So it really depends who the guy is.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah,
So are these like charges part of their compensation? So like let's say LeBron hypothetically gets like 45 million, right?
yeah,
And then the Lakers also give him a corporate card and he could literally charge anything he wants on it.
yeah.
So at what point does that count as compensation?
Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just a separate thing for him to, use that to get Louis V bags or whatever he.
Yeah, like let's say he wants like something, doesn't he just put it on the Lakers corporate card?
Yeah, I think he'll, like say he's playing against the Trailblazers, like he would use the corporate card to buy a book at Powell's, read a page of it, and do it when the camera's on so he can look smart, uh, but then not read the rest of the book like he always does. Have you ever seen those photos of like that series of LeBron not finishing books? And
No, I
it's all
haven't.
these. Oh my god, dude! You just Google that when we're done. He's always just on page one of a book. And there was during some racial tension, I think there was like a police shooting or something a few years ago, and he was reading a Malcolm X book. And in the interview, some reporters like, I noticed you're reading that book. Like, what are your takeaways from the book? And he's just like, oh, he brought it to the press conference. That's why. Like, he was so obnoxious. He's like, I'm going to bring this book to show that I'm like smart and I'm educated. And some lady asked him about the book, and he's like, well, I just started it. And he just had to bullshit his way through. And there were always these memes that were like, when you have to give a book report, but you haven't read the book, and it's like him trying to explain his way through it. Give that a goog when you're done. When you're done with
Oh,
the
I want to Google it now,
yeah,
man.
goog all over me. But yeah, he's just yeah. If we had Jamie working today, we would have that
We
on.
got to pull that out. Hey, can LeBron even read? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, folks. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We love LeBron. Um, hey, what did he say about Brittany Griner? That he got into like it was like a hot take. It was like a big controversy.
Uh, LeBron?
Yeah,
with Britney.
Griner.
I didn't hear about that. When
Dude,
was
there was
that?
a huge comment. Yeah, like apparently like he was like talking down about America and stuff, and then like a lot of like conservative people were like pissed off that he was saying that.
He was or she was?
He was
When was this? I mean, he
like
trashed.
last week.
I don't remember that. I remember he loves China. Like that's a big thing.
Yeah, but like
I
he
don't.
tried.
You go for it. I don't remember.
Here, let's see. I'm googling it right now.
Yeah, Google me up.
Hmm.
Hey.
Oh, so what he said was, and this is a direct quote. Now, how could you feel like America has your back? I would be feeling like, do I even want to go back to America?
Whoa.
And everyone was like, oh, so then why is she pleading for America's, to help her get out of there or whatever it is?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So everyone was kind of pissed off. And then he had to write a tweet like this week to whatchamacallit, thing the controversy.
Okay. I feel
But
like
yeah, it was a big thing.
he's always jumping the gun with all these social things. I remember some soccer player, God, Ibra, is that his name? Ibrahimovic, the guy who played for the Galaxy. Do you know who that is? You're a soccer guy.
Who? Oh, it was Zlatan?
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he oh God, Alex Boss is coming in.
No, that's one of my bosses.
Wow. Dude, you gotta give us an office tour at some point.
No, it's not me. Taking out one of the other interns.
Oh, nice.
I wonder if I was invited.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta give us an office tour at some point. We'll see where the magic is made.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. It looks like they're going to coffee or something. Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean if you wanted to get coffee, I'll solo pod it up. I won't swear too much. But
I don't
dude,
know if I was invited, man. You know me. If there's anything free involved, I'm the
yeah,
first one out.
you gotta jump at it. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, we'll just put this on the pod. I'll
Yeah.
use the corporate card to get coffee today
Yep.
to even it out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. That's a part of
Yeah.
your compensation. But
No,
dude,
I'm talking about the pod, the corporate card.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Amex. But dude, freaking Ibra or Zlot, I don't know who this is. He was like, I think politics should stay out of sports. I don't think a lot of these athletes have a right to like share their opinion on stuff, which to an extent I kind of agree with. Like you don't follow an athlete to hear their political view. It's like I follow you because you're good at shooting and stuff. I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to voice that, but a ton of people were like, all right, this isn't even, no, I'm not going there. You can turn the cam back on. A ton of people defended LeBron. They're like, LeBron should use his platform for good, which I get. But then LeBron at a press conference was like, yeah, it's weird that this soccer player is calling me out. I always do my research. Like, I'm always well informed at what's going on. Um, and then, numerous times he's had to delete tweets because he said the wrong shit. And you're
No
like, all right,
comment. No comment.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying what has happened. I'm not even like saying an opinion. I'm just saying like he's been wrong multiple times. That's not even like an edgy thing. I haven't even said a slur yet, so we'll get there. But all right, what else do you have, Brody? I had nosebleeds and LeBron being wrong. Um,
Yeah, the LeBron Griner thing. Dude, I think the story of the pod was you and your boyfriend. I honestly think that might have been the best 10 minutes radio we've had in 10 minutes of this
yeah,
podcast.
well, I know that's why I think the personal stuff hits home for the million.
I was very interested in that story.
Yeah, well, that's why I've always wanted to poke at the stripper stuff, but obviously we won't go into that. So we'll keep that light. Um, another thing, Brody. So this is kind of cool. So I've been like a comedy fan for a while, and in the Portland scene, I've been doing some of the open mic nights. Like I've been doing some
Wait,
of the stand up shit.
wait, you do that?
I've started to.
Hold on, are you serious? You do
Yeah,
stand up?
yeah, dude. And I fucking I've
Can we hear some of this material?
we'll do a clip or something. There's nothing worse than like
Is there like on YouTube?
no, I wouldn't put that out yet. I'm talking like 2 sets I've done. Like this wouldn't be online. But
5 minutes?
yeah, I'd say I've got like 5 minutes of terrible stuff, but it's like it's gone okay. But some of the like, dude, you meet some wacky people in the Portland scene. Just
Dude, I did not know you do stand up. That's amazing.
dude, yeah. Well, it's I mean, obviously, you got the day job and the successful podcast, but you do the stand up on the side and
I'm all for that, man. Good for you.
yeah, bro. And everyone is like, "Oh my God, that's the guy from Big Four Boys." Like as I'm on stage,
They're pointing at you.
there's all these people in their 50s. They're like, "Wait, Big Four Boys? That's
Hey, when can I see this? Can you come to Los Angeles and do
dude,
some
yeah,
open?
go do like the Improv or Laugh Factory. That'd be something, dude. Yeah, next year.
Whoa.
But bro, like, yeah, all these old people are like, wait a minute, that's Alex's sidekick. That's the producer guy on Big Four Boys. They all ask about you, like every time they're like,
The old people, right?
yeah, they're like,
But the young people don't know about you.
no, well, yeah,
Yeah.
16-year-olds, but all the older guys are like, oh my God, where is Alec at these shows?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just
Uh-huh.
like, he lives in LA. He's big time. He's in LA. He's in Hollywood. And they're like, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense he would be there. That's where he deserves to be. You don't deserve that spot, but he
You
does.
deserve to be in Portland.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but dude, one thing I didn't
Dude,
know.
that is intense, man. That's what. So, I just have a million questions for you.
Yeah,
So, how's this whole process? How are you writing this material?
yeah.
Um, which stand-up plays are you going to? Do they put you up at the last? Like, is it just like standby? You have to wait until you get a shot at the mic. What's
There's a
going
lot of,
on?
I mean, there's a lot of different ones. Like there's a website for Portland shows and open mics where like each week, each night, there's different ones you can go to. Um, and bro, that's the thing that's brutal is like you wait sometimes 2 hours to get on stage and perform 3 minutes, and you're like, God, is this even worth my time?
So
Like,
you have to listen to everyone else.
yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
is
I mean, you
anyone
don't.
actually good?
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, there's people who've been doing it for years, and I'm just like a brand new
So
dude.
what's the point of those people who've been doing it for years doing it at open mic night? Are they just practicing or like
Yeah, I think it's just like trying out new
new
material.
material?
Yeah, just to see if it'll get a reaction. So then when they do a real show, they're like, all right, I know this works. But yeah, dude, the open mic stuff is weird because it's just other comedians watching you. Like, there's not really an audience unless you go to Helium Comedy Club. That's like the big open mic club. Or I mean, that's just the big comedy club in Portland. That's where like, you know, Donnell Rawlings, like all these famous people go through there.
Are the lines long? Is like the line long to like perform there?
Yeah, yeah.
Or do you have to be invited?
Well, Helium, so I've done that one once, and it's like, first of all, I didn't know how many people did stand up in Portland. I was like, there'll be like 20 people. There's like there's like 200 people doing it at least. And so, like, you show up for Helium, for instance, like, you show up and it's 50 comedians at least that put their name on the list, but there's only 25 spots. And so it's just like a random lottery to see who gets put on, and the
And
rest.
you won the lottery once?
I got it. When you go for the first time, they put you up automatically. They're like, we want to see how you are. Like, you just get to go. But then after that, it's just like a random generator that picks who gets to go. And so that's like the most popular one because there's an audience at that one. Like, people pay to go to that open mic just because it's a nice club and they got food and shit. But all these other ones, like, the one that I went to this past Sunday or like 2 Sundays ago, it's just this bar in downtown Portland that has a showroom. Like they have a stage and everything, which is good.
How
But
many people?
so, I mean, there were like 20 comedians like sitting watching you, but then there's like 5 people who are like, yeah, we'll check this out.
Isn't it hard to like? Okay, the 20 comedians sitting, right? Isn't
Yeah.
it hard for them to like laugh at your stuff because they already know what's going on, and they,
Yeah.
if anything, they want to hate you because they're like, "This is my competitor," right?
Yeah. And I get kind of self conscious when I do the same joke. Like I did it at this place. I'm doing it now at this place. This same person is in the audience because they're going to go up. And it's like, they've heard this exact joke before. I'm like, oh, that's kind of rough. But
Well, are they doing new stuff or are they doing the same stuff too?
yeah, like a mix. But uh,
And you're getting laughs then.
yeah. I mean, I have like I I can't really do the whole story thing. I have like, one-liner stuff, kind of similar to like my videos a little bit, but it's like personal. Like I have one about like getting raped by my boss. Like I just have kind of funny stuff that is like ridiculous that like there's punchlines that do okay. Um
And you have a good delivery too.
yeah, well, I think there's a certain structure you can follow where you'll get a laugh. Like I have one joke where I'm like, I work as an accountant during the day. Being an accountant, it's a tough job. You work in Excel, it's long hours. I think the hardest part of the job is not knowing what a vagina looks like. And that like does okay. Like that will, just because it's like unexpected, like that will do okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Give me another. Give me another. Come on.
Well, I follow that up. I'm like that's a joke. I've seen a vagina. I used to wrestle my sister, and that just gets like people are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like just kind of outrageous shit. Yeah, but like uh, it's weird. You watch some people do like a whole 5 minute story with like no punchlines, and you're like, this is brutal. Like this is just bad.
Dude,
Um,
I want to hear more about this, but I kind of got to go because
yeah,
at
yeah,
11 I got to do something. But
yeah.
oh my God, I can't believe you've been holding on to this for us, dude.
Well, I mean, it's very recent. This was like a few weeks ago that I did this. So, but we'll have a section for open mic stories. I feel like that's
Dude, I need to hear more about this. This needs to be our new segment. We're skipping over the cameo segment, but wait, was there any cameo activity this week?
I don't want this to be long, but this one dude messaged me. Sorry, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I didn't do one. This guy kind of ghosted me. He was messaging me on Cameo, which I didn't even know was a thing, but oh God, let me try and find it. This guy, Frank, he says, hey, Alex, would it be possible to send you a Cameo request based on the movie Flubber, which I don't know what that is. I'm like, hey, Frank, I haven't seen that movie, but I could figure it out. Could you give me details? And he goes, sure thing.
$10.
He's like, I can send you a YouTube clip of the trailer so you get an idea of what the movie is. Are your cameos similar to your TikTok videos? And I'm just like, sure, my cameos are like typically roasts. Like people will tell me to make a joke and I'll do something different. And he just didn't respond. I think he was expecting me to make like basically a TikTok, but like a specific theme for him.
For
Yeah,
$10.
I'm like, dude, normally that's not how this works. Like I will fucking, talk to one of your friends or something. So he just didn't respond. I don't know what I would have done for that anyways, but so the thing is though, like I got paid per message he sent me. So the first message it cost like $3 to send me just a message, and I respond, and then he messaged me again, and I got paid another $3 for that message. Maybe that's why he ghosted. He was like, I keep getting charged for texting this guy. So I was like,
Wait, you got $3 per message?
yeah. So I got
Dude, don't get used
$6.
to that because you better not charge me for a message.
No, yeah, I won't charge you. I'll charge Starbucks when they hit me up for the business. But so
Oh shit! Oh
long
shit!
story. Yeah, long story. Long story long. I didn't do one for him, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there.
All right, hey,
All right, dude. This was good. This was a lot of personal stuff. This was fun to chit chat. We talked about LeBron and racism.
hey, I have a feeling this is gonna trump the last week's views. This is
Yeah,
gonna exceed it.
I think so too. Yeah, it's better than Jake's episode too. All right,
We love you, Jake.
yeah, we're signing off now. Episode 43. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. The subs are going up. We're getting millions. Signing off. Alec has to go to work and twerk. Bye bye.